We have a problem. OpenClaw is incredible, but it's heavy. It eats RAM like crazy. But today we are downsizing. Look at this graphic. This is PicoClaw. If OpenClaw is the lobster, expensive, powerful, heavy, PicoClaw is the shrimp. It runs on less than 10 megabytes of RAM. You don't need a $600 Mac Mini. You can run this on a $10 chip. Let's see it in action. This is PicoClaw running on a tiny microcontroller. I'm interacting with it via Telegram. I tell it, open the camera and notify me if a person is detected. Let's see it in action. This is PicoClaw running on a tiny microcontroller. I'm interacting with it via Telegram. I tell it, open the camera and notify me if a person is detected. Now let's get physical. I'm typing, open MaxCam and notify me if a person is detected. This is where it gets crazy. It's writing a script to interface with the hardware camera. Watch the screen. Boom. It detects the face. It sends the notification back to my phone immediately. Person detected. This is a $10 autonomous security guard. No cloud fees, no latency. So which one do you choose? We are doing the AI Claw Showdown. OpenClaw versus PicoClaw. Here's the breakdown. OpenClaw has over 12,000 stars. It's the enterprise standard, but look at the hardware cost. PicoClaw is $10. OpenClaw requires a $600 machine. Let's look at the engine. OpenClaw is Python and Rust. It's massive. PicoClaw is written in Go. It compiles down to a single 8 megabyte binary. That is tiny. Boot time. OpenClaw takes seconds. PicoClaw is instant. However, there is a catch. OpenClaw has full browser control. It can book flights and scrape complex sites. PicoClaw cannot browse visually. So here is the verdict. If you are building complex web agents, stick with OpenClaw. But if you are building IoT devices, security cameras, or offline assistants, PicoClaw is the king. The numbers don't lie. 18 megabytes of RAM versus half a gigabyte. It is insanely efficient. If you want to know which one fits your empire, check this chart. Power user? OpenClaw. Minimal edge setup? PicoClaw. Now, if you want the code for that face detection bot or the installation scripts, you need to be in the AI Money Forge. Now let's dive deeper into these specs because this matters. Look at the binary size, 250 megabytes versus 8 megabytes. That is the difference between a bloated enterprise app and a surgical tool. Scroll down to hardware support. This is huge. RISC-V support. OpenClaw, not supported. PicoClaw, native. This means you can run PicoClaw on those ultra-cheap new-gen chips that cost pennies. But notice the browser control row. OpenClaw uses Puppeteer. It can see the web. PicoClaw has no browser. It relies on APIs. Also, check offline mode. PicoClaw is fully offline capable. OpenClaw often requires cloud connectivity. Now look at the benchmarks. The visual difference is staggering. Memory footprint. OpenClaw eats over half a gigabyte just to idle. PicoClaw is sipping 18 megabytes. Startup time. That green bar for PicoClaw is basically invisible because it's under 1 second. Now, if you want the code for that face detection bot or the installation scripts, you need to be in the AI Money Forge. We just updated the community. Inside the classroom, I am uploading the one-click install guides for both of these agents. We have over 50 AI tools covered, 200 plus automation templates. We are building the gateway so you can control your entire business from one dashboard. The community is currently free, but the active builder spots are filling up. Do not wait until we close the doors. Also, check the new Mike's AI Forge website. We have the AI directory. I test these tools so you don't have to. If it's on this list, it means it works. Back to the hardware. People are saying, forget the Mac Mini. When you can run an autonomous agent on a RISC-V board for the price of a sandwich, the game changes. You can deploy a fleet of these for the price of one OpenAI subscription. And for those of you sticking with OpenClaw, there is a massive update. They just launched the Assistant for 2026 roadmap. And most importantly, OpenClaw has partnered with VirusTotal. This is critical. Because autonomous agents execute code on your machine, security is the biggest risk. How do you leverage this? You build service as a software. You set up an OpenClaw instance that acts as a 24/7 executive assistant. It can automatically categorize your emails, draft responses to clients, and book appointments without you lifting a finger. And look at the integrations. It connects to WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack. You can build a lead generation bot that scrapes LinkedIn, qualifies the prospect, and pings your sales team on Slack. That is a full-time employee's job that you are automating for free. This is how you build an agency in a box. You deploy OpenClaw to handle the operations, the outreach, and the scheduling. It's not just a tool, it's your workforce. And finally, security. OpenClaw just partnered with VirusTotal. This is your trust badge. When you are running these powerful agents that have access to your files and your calendar, you need to know they are safe. It now scans every skill and plugin before execution. Whether you choose the shrimp or the lobster, you need to start building. Join the forge, get the blueprints, stop renting intelligence, and start owning it. I'll see you in there.